Another important challenge was the pressure of joining such a large and well-known franchise. Sadie had grown up watching Marvel movies, so becoming part of that world was a very different experience from working on an ordinary film. She was not only joining a new production, but also entering a franchise with millions of fans who already had strong expectations. This meant that her performance would receive a lot of attention, and even small details about her character could become the subject of online discussions and theories. The interviews also showed that Sadie had to learn how to deal with journalists who were very determined to get information from her. Some interviewers asked direct questions, while others tried to trick her by asking about specific abilities, costumes, scenes, or relationships. Sadie often noticed what they were trying to do and responded with humor instead of giving a serious answer. This demonstrates that keeping a secret required not only discipline but also quick thinking. She had to understand the question and decide immediately how much information was safe to share. Another challenge was dealing with fan theories. Because Sadie's character was kept secret for such a long time, fans began creating their own ideas about who she could be playing. There were many different possibilities, and Sadie says that she eventually stopped keeping track of them. This must have been a strange experience because she knew the truth while watching people online discuss completely different possibilities. She could not simply correct them or tell them what was actually happening. Instead, she had to watch the theories develop and remain silent. There was also a difference between keeping the secret privately and keeping it secret during public appearances. In private, Sadie could simply avoid talking about the role. But during interviews, she was expected to talk about the movie and her experience. This created a difficult situation because she needed to promote the project while simultaneously avoiding the most interesting information about it. She had to find a way to make the interviews entertaining without revealing anything important. Her experience also shows how important communication is for actors working on major productions. Saying too much can create spoilers, but saying too little can make an interview uncomfortable or boring. Sadie managed this by using jokes and playful answers. Instead of becoming nervous when interviewers pushed her for information, she often laughed and played along. This helped her protect the secret while still creating an enjoyable conversation with the interviewer. The physical preparation for the role was another possible challenge. Although she could not explain exactly what she had to do, she suggests that every new character requires an actor to learn something different. This could include physical movements, emotional preparation, new skills, or understanding a different personality. Even without knowing the specific details, we can understand that Sadie had to approach the character seriously and make sure that her performance felt believable. Emotionally, the role also represented a new stage in her career. Sadie had already become well known through her work as Max in Stranger Things, so audiences already had a strong connection with her. Moving into another major franchise meant showing audiences a different side of herself as an actor. She had to make sure that the new character felt different enough from Max while still giving a convincing performance. There is also an interesting connection between Sadie and the character she plays. She explains that it can be difficult to say goodbye to Max because she started playing her at such a young age. After spending so many years with one character, taking on a completely new role can be both exciting and challenging. It means leaving behind something familiar and entering a new creative environment. The Marvel role, therefore, represented not only a new movie, but also a new step in Sadie's development as an actor. The support she received from the production team was also important. Other people involved in the movie describe her as professional, talented, and able to fit into the existing cast. This suggests that she was not expected to handle all of these challenges completely alone. She had experienced people around her who understood the demands of the Marvel franchise and could help her prepare for the attention that would come with the role. One of the most interesting things about the interviews is that Sadie sometimes seems to enjoy the mystery. Even though she says she was ready for the secret to finally be revealed, she also plays along with the interviewers' jokes. She understands that the mystery makes people more interested in the movie. Every time she refuses to answer a question, it creates even more curiosity. In this way, keeping the secret becomes part of the excitement surrounding the film. At the same time, we can see that the secrecy probably made it difficult for her to talk honestly about her work. Normally, an actor might explain why they wanted a role, what they enjoyed about filming, or what they learned from the character. Sadie could only give very general answers. She could say that she liked the character and was proud of the movie, but she could not explain many of the details that would make those statements more meaningful. This makes her situation a good example of the difference between acting and promoting a movie. During filming, her main responsibility was to perform the character. During promotion, however, she had another responsibility: protecting the audience's experience. She had to remember that fans had not seen the movie yet and that revealing too much could take away from the surprise. Her interviews showed that she understood this responsibility very well. In the end, the challenge was really a combination of secrecy, pressure, preparation, and public attention. Sadie had to learn how to protect information while still being open enough to participate in interviews. She had to prepare for a new character while joining a huge franchise. She also had to deal with fan theories and expectations without confirming anything. What makes her experience particularly interesting is that the challenge itself became part of the story surrounding the movie. Before audiences even knew exactly who she was playing, they were already talking about her. Her silence created curiosity, and every interview became another opportunity for fans to search for clues. Sadie's ability to keep answering questions without revealing the truth helped maintain that mystery. So, looking at the data as a whole, we can say that Sadie's challenge was much bigger than simply learning how to play a new character. She had to manage the responsibility that came with being part of one of the world's biggest movie franchises. She had to stay professional, control what she said, prepare for the role, and deal with enormous public interest. Despite all of this, she seems to have handled the experience with confidence and humor. Ultimately, the interviews suggest that Sadie understood the importance of patience. She knew that eventually the audience would discover the truth, but until that moment came, she had to remain quiet. Her repeated answers, jokes, and careful reactions show that she was committed to protecting the movie's secrets. And when the audience finally gets to see her character, all of the mystery and speculation can finally be answered on screen rather than through interviews.